We are all the creatures of the earth, crawling with instincts and legs unseen, and the world across out on our scuttling shells, scraping skin from under our fingernails. We are only creatures, skidding through the dusty trails of fruited plains and mountains majestic and all the other kinds of lands we have yet to see. There is a soul in all of us. Here at the top of this chain-link throne, all the spirits recycled after every meal, we are choking on the past of all the things we could have been. I have been soaking up the barks of ancient lineage, and you have only been growing wings. There are creatures in us both, and I see these wild colors when the sun shines through you, because you are so taken with sparks. And I have been dropping bones from heaven to try to write you a love note in the canyons, so all the vultures will know that I have dropped death from my talons, only to remind you that I love you. And you've been floating like a hummingbird, doing figure eights across the black moonlight lights just because you want to prove that you can fly backwards. And we have become flightless, piling rocks between our toes and wading across the mudslides, ravaging all the cold, cold winds with our heads held high because not even the pugnacious blizzards can stop our ascension to the cliffs above. We have begun to eat our young. This world is too quickly burning. The leaves are dead enough to char us alive, and so we choke them down, still trying to fly, the sky never knowing the way their wings would have cut it. Wired shut, our gullets stuffed with feathered children, the past long gone, the boats have sunk into coral fervor, we still grow outward. Vines sinewy, spread like wings, we have gliding under the mountain's soft gaze. And I have scurried up the face of the cliffs too steep for human hands to hang off of, trailing innocence in hopes of chewing its throat to remind it that my fangs only drip courage, yet once more innocence always is one step ahead, and once more I will trudge home with my tail between my legs, dirty as the dead furs rotting red and gold in the searing sunlight. And you took me down with one bite, severing my spinal cord with your tiny teeth and all your might, and I know you only meant to kiss me goodnight. We were wolves in the headlands, our legs taut to the earth as we crawl toward the burrows because we are dripping with hunger and lamenting all the blood we have failed to shed. We are surging towards the shorelines, too shallow still and running up the grounds to tackle something a little less tenacious than the thought of being failures. We are wolves, stumbling back through the cellars, mere dogs thirsty for gurgled throats and vindication of vengeance. And I am fluttering, buzzing around the treetops with insect eyes and instinct divine, horns locked with lusted love and damselfly wings to drown in the murky depths unwavered by the wind's tumult. We have been here long before the worlds were towers with spires scraping heaven's foundation. We have crept out of the ashes with antennae prowling. I am huddled in the Mexican forests, hidden from the winter's frosted ire. I am monarch skin tied tight to the bark, breathing in the butterfly trees. Swarmed with wings, slowly beating for warmth, barely breathing. We are all sitting still in the butterfly tree, trying to look for beautiful warmth, for the world, floating down from spring's embraces. We are hung so still for so long, glossed over by the warm wind, hanging brilliant and glowing golden. The hands alive, wanting nothing more than to bleed monarch blood into the brush, and you would sting yourself to death just to love me, burrow deep, so I can't see you wishing for more. And you came up so fast, smashed my home. There are better ways of saying goodbye. And we are creatures of the earth, breathing in all the deepest waters, transparent in the depths of the dark hands Poseidon holds us in. We are creatures crawling across deserts to try to cough out snowflakes, but our scales only flake to bits, venom trailing in the sand, lessons to be learned and evolutions to incur. We are creatures still, built by the sanguine sense, stained forever in the sands, built by reigning hierarchies, sewn together with the thread of history and life unbounded. We are creatures, and I see the wild colors in you, and I know that when the sun shines through, you see them in me. We are the wild hearts left to crinkle, and we are the wild minds keeping our wisdom a secret. There are things only the wild knows. We are only creatures after all.